Hi everybody, Colin here from Collins Engage. It's a July update and this is going to be in two parts, showing you what I'm doing and how I do it. So it's all about the road going up to the town scene and the rest of the world, as I call it, and the gantry area, doing the card up to the track like it is in front of us for the TMD yard. Okay, so this is the new road, and there's a canal just wide enough for two boats to go down, or canal boats, should I say. This point here, where it goes from the plywood up to the plasterboard, that's where there's going to be a lock. Now, this road, I'm all right with width. I'm not happy with it though. As I've said, or if I've not mentioned it, I'm going to have two lanes going up, a slow and an overtaking lane, and one coming down. But it's just not good. I was going to brick it and put arches in, but I've decided I'm going to make a modern day concrete bridge or road going up to the outside world, which goes up there. I think it'll be a bit better. Well, I'm going to give it a go anyway. So we'll see how it goes. Right, the road has gone. With altering the river, it used to come up there, round here to here somewhere, and then it went round that bit, and that was the outside edge. Now what I've done, it's extended this area here, and I can now move my Eddie Stobart warehouse. But because I was trying to squeeze it in, oh, I've got a bit of the new landscape missing. So I'm just going to have to rebuild that banking. Easy enough to do. You know, you do these things and you think, it'll be right, but no, it's not right. So what that means is this can go to about, I don't know, maybe to about there and over. Long as there's a footpath going down the side here, and then it'll get fenced off around here. It'll give the wagons a bit more of a turning angle to come out. So that's what I've got to do with the new banking. It was only done for a few days, and I thought, oh well, just chop a bit out and put that in. Then I've changed my mind. So now what I'll do is I'm going to make a road out of card and foam board to make it look like a concrete road and bridge to get from the lower area up to the higher area and now into the rest of the world, as I call it. So that's where I'm up to. I've got to do some work, and then here, all in this area, I've got to fill it in to make it look like there's no rails, just pieces of metal. To if it's been concreted up. So that's where I'm up to now. So I'll let you know, and I'll carry on regardless. And I've also put a small bit of fencing in on this side, some security fencing, so just to see what it looked like. Alright, I, as you've seen, took the other road up and I've started to make a foam one because I want to make it modern, concrete, and then it's got retaining concrete barriers going all the way up, and it will continue, but I'm just in the process of sticking the next two foams together, and then when they've gone off I'll stick them onto here and then do the next two and so on until I get to the top. That just needs packing up, but I personally think it's going to be a lot better now if I was to put a wagon on here, which has fallen off because it's rolling down, because it's on a slope. Just hold on. So the height of that should be okay. I'm just going to put a bit of concrete paint on this black. There's no reason why it won't, but I'm just wanting to see what it looks like before I go too far with it. I'm going to leave the top edge like that. It may show through, which I'm not bothered about, because at the end of the day concrete does have lines in, you know, if they've trowelled it off, or when they've put the shuttering together to make them, it might leave lines on. So I'm just going to see what it looks like, but I think that looks okay. And then what I may do, I'm going to look at some pictures and see if it's a tarmac road or if they do the whole lot in concrete. I'm going to have to try and look at some, and then I'll just paint the middle to be tarmac. But that should be alright. There'll be then pillars underneath, but it'll be more open. There may be one on this side of the track going up, maybe one on this side, maybe one here, maybe one here. And when it gets lower down, I'm not going to leave it as a whole. I'll just do like a bank, very similar to that, a bank down, and this will just have a bank. So I'm quite pleased at the moment. It's been interesting getting different glues, because Yoo-hoo sticks face to face, but when you put it on the end, because it's solvent based, it rots it. It makes it shrink away. So I have a non glue what doesn't have any solvent in, which sticks it, but it takes time. So what I've been doing is using a hot glue just to put some spots on, just to hold it, and then the other glue will go off. And it's like any other glue, it's as strong as the weakest point, and what happens if you do peel it, try and pull it apart, the face comes off. So I think I'm on the right track doing it this way to make it a bit more open under this area. So we'll keep doing a bit more. Right, this foam board, it's just soaking up the paint on the end grain, which I thought would be a problem. So I'm just going to try and put a different paint on first. The paint I'm using is that. Love the paint, love the colour, but it doesn't do very well on there, so I'm just going to try something else. Right, that's my concrete road as such, as in the actual, the construction is going to be concrete. But I've decided that I'm going to paint tarmac for the road itself, because I've been looking at pictures and some are, some aren't. Now the colour it is at the moment isn't concrete. It's actually just a cream emulsion, because this was the only paint what would seal, well, it sealed it better than what I was using, which are, if I just go up here, those Town and Country colours. I do have another concrete colour there from Woodland Scenic, but it'll go on top of that, which is fine. So now what I've got to do is do some pillars now to make it look right, but it's only going to need a couple in, I think, because they're usually far apart. I may have one on this side round about here and one on this side next to the track, because it would span that easy enough. And then I've just got to make it in such a way that it just rests there, and then I'll just take it off. I'll fix it at this end. I'll fix it here. This is going to be filled in, maybe slightly back a bit, and then filled out here, but that area is going to be filled in, then this will be open. And what I'm going to do, probably on this, somewhere around here on this join, I'm probably going to put in, mind you, I'll have to watch what I do here, just excuse the wire, but I might put the bridge here and the lock gate here, from there to there, and put a bridge going over to this area so cars can get to this area, because I'm going to put the school here. And plus the fact, long term, I'm going to have a way to get footfall from up here down to here, and then they'll go under that. I'll probably put in here a subway to get underneath, and then they can go over the bridge if they want to walk to the station or to the school, because we don't walk enough. So, but that's in the future, because that area there will have to be slightly transformed, but I'm going to do it in such a way that it's being put in like naturally after the hillsides there, and what I'm going to put in will be something a bit different. So that's in the future, but for now that's that bit in. So I've just got to make some pillars now. Have a look at some pictures to see what the pillars are made like, and paint this now concrete colour and tarmac. And the other reason for doing it tarmac, because when I put the white lines on, it'll show a lot better that there's white lines. That's just me being a bit fussy. So there we have it. So we'll do a bit more. Okay, so that's the concrete on the barriers going up. That probably will do me for the coats. So now I've got to just paint the tarmac on and then do the pillars. What are going to hold it up. I think that'll do. For now, it looks quite good, does that? It'll dry a bit, it's still a bit wet. Okay, so that's the road done up to the top. I've just got to design something, how it clips onto there. And put the white lines on. I'm going to do it slightly different to what I said, because I've brought in the tarmac from the edge on both sides, so it's going to make it smaller. So for safety reasons, there may be a small overtaking strip here, but otherwise there won't be a lot. We have a road near where we are and it goes up a long hill, and just at the top on the corner there is a little bit of an overtaking thing, and it's got smaller over the years for safety. So I'll just go along with that. So now what I've got to do is my two pillars and paint them. Quite pleased with that. Right, that's the road attached to this board. I've got a bit of painting to do up there. I might alter that area up there, I don't know yet. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up on my phone on the tripod, and then show you it lifting away, hopefully. I haven't tried it since I stuck it down. And that will then allow me, when this comes up, the road comes up all in one, and then that bit comes off to get to any of that track what's underneath. So hopefully that's what should happen. Let's have a go. Drum roll please. I'll try to do it without knocking the camera. Ta-da! Comes away in one. So that area is for me free to get in and reach, say, the Eddie Stobart warehouse. Well, just to lift that off and then to put it back down. It is in. It works. Right, that's the end of part one. I hope I haven't bored you too much. Any questions, please do leave a comment and I'll reply to them. And thank you very much for watching. Any new people, please subscribe and like, and anybody else like as well. Okay, bye.